SBR Videos is sponsored by Sports Cash System. Click on the link below for more information. We are previewing Week 5 in the NFL here at SBR Forum Videos. I'm Peter Loshak. We're talking right now with returning guest Al McMordie from BigAl.com, industry veteran, very well respected, has a great track record in NFL going back many years, including last year and this year. Al McMordie, thanks for being back with us.
Always good to be here, Peter.
All right, great game we're going to talk about right now, Seattle at Indianapolis. Before we do, brag a little bit about how good you were last year and how well you're doing this year, and tell us a little bit about BigAl.com.
Oh, no problem. Last year had a terrific year in the NFL. We were documented #1 by the Sports Monitor out of Oklahoma. We were hitting 77% last season on our Pro Football top selections. This year, we're off to a terrific start in college football on our top plays, cashing 75%. We're 12-4 on our top college plays this year. On all NFL selections for the season, as documented by the Sports Monitor, we're 14-9, off to a terrific start this pro football and college football season. Folks can get all of our selections. They can go to my website, BigAl.com, and click on subscriptions. We have weekly, monthly, 6-month, and 12-month rates available. And folks, when they go there, they not only get my selections, they can get selections from other handicappers like Scott Spreitzer, Larry Ness, Ben Burns, Brian Leonard, Tom Stryker. Lots of great information there. And there's also 3 free plays daily, every day, 3 free plays. People can go to BigAl.com and click on free picks. They can get a free winner from Larry Ness on our homepage on his Ness Noise report. So it's a great site for folks to go to.
All right, sounds great. Seattle at Indianapolis. Great game here, right? Now, Indianapolis is a 2.5 or 3-point home underdog, depending on where you look. Total's 43.5. And, Seattle, great team. They're 4-0, but they're not really blowing people out on the road. Great defense. I'm looking at this game. First thing I'm thinking is that it's probably going to be, I'm liking the under a little bit. And my second thought is that it's probably going to be close. So I'm thinking that maybe Indianapolis on a teaser might be a great bet here. But in terms of the spread, the line looks pretty dead on to me, although I might take a shot with Indianapolis to pull out a win. And I'd also lean towards the under 43.5. What do you like here, Al McMordie?
I don't disagree with you as far as the teaser bet. I think the Indianapolis Colts is a great teaser bet. I actually disagree with you on the total. I'm actually going to look at the over-under in this ball game. And actually, Peter, usually you and I have been agreeing a lot this season, so I'm surprised to see us disagree here. But both teams last week showed why they're going to be in the playoffs this year. Indianapolis throttled the Jaguars 37-3. Seattle stormed back from a 17-point deficit to defeat a good but not great Houston team in overtime 23-20. You take a look at these teams, the strength of each is in its balance. Each team possesses good young quarterbacks, strong running backs, and solid defenses. And when one looks at the points per game statistics, these two teams look like mirror images of each other. Seattle is scoring 27.25 points per game. Indianapolis, 1 point less, 26.25. On defense, the Seahawks are allowing 11.75 points per game, while the Colts are, once again, a point worse at 12.75 points per game. And as I mentioned, I'm going to look at the total in this ball game. It's been installed at 43 or 43.5 points. And one of the things I like to do, Peter, is play on the over at game 4 forward when each team gives up less than 13.3 points on defense and the line is greater than 41 points. It's sort of a contrarian system, as one might think that 2 defensive-oriented teams would produce a low-scoring game. But these games have actually gone over the total 72 of 120 times, or 60%. You also take a look at Seattle's trend under Coach Pete Carroll when they play winning teams. They've gone over 18 out of 22. That's 82%. I'm going to take the over here, and folks should shop around and try to get it at over 43.
Oh, those are some great insights, Al. And I remember when you did some NFL games with us a few years ago. A lot of times, those are my favorite plays. They always wound up winning, where you did have contrarian, views like that. And there's always a reason for it. Now, why would the reason be that trend would come up? And I'm thinking maybe it's because if you have a high total with teams, like you said, with good defenses, it's high for a reason, because their offenses are capable, and that their offenses are not likely to be stopped by the other team's defenses. And that's why the totals hang a little bit low in situations like those. Why do you think it would be that trend would happen?
Well, actually, I think you just kind of sort of hit the nail on the head. I mean, these two teams have capable offenses. Right. They're both averaging roughly 27 points per game. And I just think that when people look at Seattle, everyone thinks defense. But Seattle's got a great dynamic quarterback. They've got a very good offense. The Colts have just great tools. They've got great wide receivers. He can throw to Reggie Wayne. He can throw to Hilton. They've got running backs now, with Richardson and Bradshaw. Andrew Luck's a great player. He can run himself. And I just think even though these two teams have bona fide defenses, they also have bona fide offenses. And the number is, it's a reasonable number here at 43. Sure. And I like this game to go, over the total.
All right, well, that was a classic Al McMordie NFL betting value analysis. We will see how this turns out. Al liking the over 43.5 in the Indianapolis-Seattle game. Thanks, Al.